Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 in another part of our Journeyman series with Portsmouth. Today we're taking on Salford and Swansea City in the league as we look to continue what has been a very, very impressive start to the season. Really happy with how things have gone. The new signings have bedded in nicely, particularly the loan signings, and we're in a very, very good position. You can see already we're in 5th position in the league, playing the bottom side today, a chance to push on, and then at home to Swansea, of course. We did do a little bit more transfer business since the last episode. We signed 2 more players. One of them you might recognise. Alfie Bavidge has come in, a 22-year-old Scottish under-21 international. He's come in from Aberdeen. He is a young player with decent potential. He scored goals at Cinch Premiership level, so I think, you know, that's fairly comparable to the Championship. He's coming in as a decent League One player, could be a good Championship striker in the future. Just a little bit of backup to go along with Manuel and Ricky J. Jones and Cornick, essentially. But he has come in, £180,000, not bad at all, really. He's only on £4,000 a week, and we'll see what he can do. And the other signing was a certain Liam Terrington, who we, of course, had him through our youth setup. Well, we managed to sell him to Crystal Palace for £10.5 million. Again, another big sale in terms of our youth setup. You know, he's already a Sky Bet Championship player. He will be a Premier League defender in the future. But I couldn't turn down that sort of money. I really couldn't. He is a great player. We've got him in on loan, a bit like the Paul Thompson deal. But £10.5 million, we can't really grumble at that. And that means financially we're now in a much stronger position. 16.8 million in the bank balance. We have 6.7 million to spend on transfers potentially in January, although I am very happy with the squad as it is at the moment. And we've got a little bit of wage budget to throw into that as well. We could even make our wage budget as high as 439,000 if we really wanted to. So, you know, there's flexibility there, and I'm really pleased with that. And we're making profit. We're making the club a lot more financially stable. And yeah, I think, you know, we got to be happy with that. Especially after seeing how terrible Terrington was in that Swansea game in the last episode. But, you know, generally, things are going well, I would say. At the start of the season, since you last saw me, we draw 1-1 against Birmingham. Marcelino Manuel scoring his 2nd goal of the season there. A beautiful chip over the keeper, but we couldn't quite hang on to the victory. We then drew 2-2 away to Watford. Daniel Adshead and Harry Cornick scoring in that one. Before we beat Blackpool 2-1, Josh Murdoch scoring a 93rd minute winner in that match, and that helped us build up some momentum, and we beat QPR 2-0 with Ricky J. Jones and Josh Murdoch scoring in that one. Then we lost 2-0 to our rivals Bournemouth in the league after the international break. 2 goals fairly early on in that match, and our first league defeat of the season, meaning that we are currently in 5th place in the Sky Bet Championship, still competing for playoffs as it stands. Ricky J. Jones, one of the best players in the division at the moment, in his new position on the left wing. He's had 4 assists. He's scored a goal as well. Very good decision, I think, to move him out left and have Manuel at the top, showing his pace. So quick look at squad performances so far this season. Top goal scorers Manuel and Murdoch with 2 each, and 1 each for a bunch of players. Top assists is Ricky J. Jones with 4, and top average rating is Ricky J. Jones with a 7.68. Richard Tipple, Sam Curtis, Harrison Burrows, Mizrad Hadzkovic, Brad Young, you know, lots of players over a 7 average rating at the moment. Very happy with our start to the season. So let's have a little look at the team for today then. We've got Brad Young starting in goal. We've then got Curtis O'Brien Hadzakic, and Pye in defence. We've then got Tipple and Adshead in the middle of the park with Russell Denny, Murdoch and Ricky J. Jones starting behind Marcelino Manuel up top. So let's get into the action. Let's see how we get on. Here we go then. Straight into the match. And as I say, Salford at bottom of the table. This is a match I'm expecting to win, quite honestly. After the start we've made, the form of our players, we're fit, we're ready, and raring to go, really. So let's go and do it. Here we go. Let's go and win a football match. Right then. Tipple's picked up a little injury already. Andre Dazelle with the shot. Oh, it's off the post, but it's cleared by Hadzakic. Wow. Wonderful. Right. Here's Tanner on the ball. Kelder. Mason into the middle. Oh, over the bar by Kelder. Wow. Right, Tipple, he should be able to play through that. Tipple's probably been one of the best players. I mean, we've seen him when he came on in the first game of the season. I don't think he's not started a game since then. He has been undroppable. Really, really good. Here's Young on the ball, gets it to Hadzakic, down to Pye, to Adshead. Adshead forward to Ricky J. Jones. Oh, that's not a good ball from Ricky J. Jones, and that could have cost us a goal. It's cost us a penalty. Hadzakic, I think that was a little bit harsh, to be honest with you. And now we've got Coburn stepping up. Can Brad Young save it? Yes, he can. That was a solid save from the penalty spot, and O'Brien clears his lines. But we've been under pressure at the start of this match. We need to get going here. And often we find once we score a goal, that's when we really find our rhythm. But again, Adshead half asleep there. And Garrity with the first goal of the match. Ben Garrity scores. And he makes it 1-0 to Salford. That is a bit of a disaster, to be honest with you. Bottom of the table. How many points have they got? Well, 1 so far. They haven't won any matches. And yet they've dominated us in this first 44 minutes or so. Here's O'Brien, here's Curtis. Now O'Brien again. It would be nice to grab a goal just before half-time. I think we will be making some changes. Tipple to Russell Denny now. Here's Curtis on the ball. Back to O'Brien. Patient build-up. That's what we pride ourselves on. Here's Murdoch now, running out wide. He's had a very good start of the season. Forward to Russell Denny. Russell Denny still on the ball. Drags it back to Daniel Adshead, who sticks it into the back of the net. And it is 1-1. That has been a very common goal for us this season. Run into the byline. Bring it into the charging central midfielder. You can see Adshead here, just nobody picking him up. He's in all of the space in the world. Russell Denny rolls it across, and he has all the time in the world to roll it into the back of the net, and hopefully that gives us a little bit of momentum going into the second half. So happy with how we've dominated possession. A little bit worried about Tipple, so I am going to bring him off. He's not our player, remember. We'll bring Ben Cottrell on, who's only just come back from injury. Move Daniel Adshead into his more familiar box-to-box role, and maybe leave it at that for now, although why don't we try Burrows at left back, because he has had a good season so far. So let's give him 45 minutes to prove himself at left back today. Right then, let's go out there and hopefully grab ourselves a victory here. Let's encourage the boys. Yeah, not quite doing enough at the moment to win this match. Not creating the chances that we usually do. I have to say, Ricky J. Jones not having the best of games. Let's bring Owen Dale on, and Manuel's going to come off, and we're going to pop on Harry Cornick instead. Right, let's keep going then. 20 minutes left in this match. 15 minutes left in this match. 10 minutes left in this match. We're just not threatening, are we? Right, let's go attacking. Let's encourage them again. Here's Cottrell. Chance of a highlight here. Hadzakic gets it to Burrows now. Hadzakic swings it out wide to Curtis. That's forward to Russell Denny now. Russell Denny into Murdoch, and that is the goal that we needed. Right, let's go and cancel those. That shout. We're now 2-1 up, and again, that is just a perfect example of the type of football we've been playing. That ball forward to Russell Denny. Russell Denny drags it back. Murdoch runs in, and just in all the space in the world. That's 2-1 now. And, well, can we hang on to it? Be a good victory, because we've not been at our best as L forward, and here's Brown, and this would be a great equaliser for them. Dragged wide. Whew, that was close. That was very, very close. Right then, here's Young. Clears his lines. Cornick with the header. Adds head. Russell Denny loses it. This could be a chance for them. Header from O'Brien. Here's Adds head to Cottrell. Cottrell forward to Cornick. Cornick out wide to Burrows now on this left-hand side. Great run. And Dale just hasn't quite got it in him anymore, has he? I do think we've seen the best days of Owen Dale. I hope I'm wrong. But because of him, they've now equalised. How annoying. How annoying. We're not going to get any other chances. So it is 2s each at full time. And, well, yeah, we just weren't good enough today. And as good as Manuel was in those first 2 matches, he's been anonymous since then. And I'm concerned, really concerned, because I was kind of hedging all of my hopes on him this year. But, yeah, not great. Not a fantastic result, that. Hopefully we can bring it back together with a victory against Swansea. Right then, here we are for the match against Swansea. Couple of little changes to let you know of. We have... What have we done? Have we actually not made any changes? I think it's maybe to the bench more than anything that have brought some changes in, but I might be completely wrong. Let's just go for it. Let's do it. Let's hope that we can actually play a bit better today. It was a disappointing performance against Salford, but we got away with it because they're pretty bad and might actually finish bottom this year, which would be a big shame for them. You know, it's a big come down from just missing out on playoffs and within a couple of seasons being relegated. You know, how different their history could have been had they gone to those playoffs and maybe even got promoted to the Premier League. But they are looking pretty rubbish so far this season. Here's Grimes on the ball. He whips it in towards Turns, I think it is. Is it over the bar? It goes, though. Not good for him. Hull City and Birmingham also down in the relegation zone. Here's Pye on the ball with the throw-in. Chance to move it forward. Murdoch on the ball now. Here's Hadzakic. Gets it to O'Brien to Tipple. Now here's Russell Denny. That's forward to Manuel. Oh, I thought that was the moment. But he was slightly offside anyway. But it would be fantastic if he can find the back of the net and get himself some confidence back. Because he's just not looked the same player over the last 2 or 3 matches. Here's Adshead. Gets it to Hadzakic. Now back to O'Brien. Definitely settled on a first choice centre-back pairing this season so far. Pye gets it to Ricky J. Jones, who cuts inside now. Great ball forward to Manuel. What a chance. What a goal that is from Marcelino Manuel. And that was exactly like we've seen in those first 2 matches. That's what he needed to get himself over the line there. And, well, what a ball it was from Ricky J. Jones, wasn't it? It was just fabulous. And then Manuel, one touch, and then produces that. That is just brilliant from Manuel. And that's why I think he could be an absolute superstar, because he's capable of those moments of magic. Somebody can find that great ball and, you know, in a Premier League team where the service is going to be better than Ricky J. Jones. No disrespect. But there's a great ball over the top again, and here he is. Ricky J. Jones does a manual himself. Oh, that was brilliant. And Ricky J. Jones has made it 2-0, and I think it was Tipple with the initial ball. It was O'Brien, then Tipple. He took a couple of touches, and that is just a terrific ball over the top. This time, one touch for Ricky J. Jones, and it goes into the back of the net, and it is now 2-0 to Pompey. Russell Denny into the middle, turns away. He has Adshead. Nope, gets it to Murdoch. He has Tipple on the ball. Back to Curtis now. Curtis to O'Brien. O'Brien back to Hadzekic. Now to Logan Pye on the left-hand side. Pushing forward. This is great. Adshead. Oh, we are playing good football today. And that is what you want at the end of the day. You know, we're playing really entertaining football, and when we're on it, we are good. We are very good. We're starting to get that flair back that we had when we win League One. You know, blowing the opponents away, just ridiculous amount of goals, and defensively solid, and that's kind of all we can ask for. But we are doing just a terrific job, and fingers crossed we can keep it up. That's the plan anyway. That is definitely the plan. So Brighton 6-1 up in their match as well. Speaking of scoring goals. Lions into the middle. Ooh, that could have been a moment. It was cleared away though. Now I think we can think about making some changes. Josh Murdoch, not doing a lot so far. I'm going to actually bring Adshead off as well. We're going to put Palumbo on there. I definitely want to call him Lieutenant Palumbo, but he's not getting anointed until he scores his goal. Manuel did have a wonderful moment. Do we bring him off now? Or do we give Latte some game time? I didn't want to bring Jake O'Brien off. We'll bring off Hadzekic for Latte. And we'll keep it like that for now. We don't want to change too much with half an hour to go. We're only 2-0 up. But Luke Cundle can hopefully bring about his game, because to be honest with you, he hasn't made the best start of the season, and the second half of last year he wasn't at his best either. So, you know, Josh Murdoch starting to look pretty good in that position. Cundle needs to be very careful about that, but it doesn't look like we're going to get another goal here, does it? Curtis with the throw. Wasn't the best throw, I'm going to be honest with you. Here's Clark, gets it to Darling now. Darling on the ball, gets it to Rekka on this left-hand side. Now what can he do with it? Rekka, back to Clark. Clark to Baddy. Is it Baddy? Darling. Dobson, back to Darling. Now Lions. That's forward to Ebiovi, to Lewis Potter. That's forward to Crawley. Good save. Good save by Young there. Nice stuff. And, well, we managed to win the match 2-0. And I've got to say, much better performance that time. Disappointed we didn't score more, but Classy Jones on form again, an assist and a goal. You can't really say fairer than that, can you? Ricky J. Jones has been our player of the season so far. He's been playing out on the wing, which is not really where we've played him in the past, but he has been terrific. And you know, I suppose he's not necessarily going to score the volume of goals that he did down in League One in the Championship, so let's use him in a different way. And he's had 5 assists, which is 2 more assists than he had in the last 2 seasons combined. So absolutely brilliant from Ricky J. Jones. We got to be happy with that. And things are going well. We're 3rd in the Championship. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we're gonna keep this form up, but we will try our best. Anyway, we've got Luton, Norwich, Bristol City. How about we come back for the Blackburn and Derby matches? They're the next ones that look decent, and then maybe Coventry and Sunderland after that. Try and keep the episodes close together so we can build a little bit of a story this season, because something special could well be happening, who knows. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.